Hey guys, look at these flowers that I got last week. So they are so beautiful. They got some purple, they got some lavender-ish, and they got some pink in there. These are chrysanthemums, I think. Mums in general, but so beautiful. And these have lasted for a little over a week, so I'm super surprised. I have no doubt there is some spiritual entity watching over them, whether it be flower fairies or something, I don't really know. But I'm so happy that these have lasted for so long. Happy International Women's Day, guys! So in honor of that, I'm gonna make a video on how I started loving being a woman and my journey to doing that. Being that, of sort. So I think it started all the way in childhood when I don't know, wore a lot of dresses, but I didn't like wearing dresses. When I was a kid, I had very short hair. This is my favorite photo of me. Yeah, there's that. I had really short hair. I did like the color pink, so I guess I radiated like that, but I didn't like wearing dresses. Even though like I wore mostly dresses going to church, I didn't like wearing dresses, unfortunately, but I wore them regardless. And I guess like I liked playing princess, I liked being a princess, but I didn't really like being a girl because I always thought being a tomboy is so much more fun. You know, when you're younger, like you want to rough and tumble because that's what you see on TV, and I don't know, there's a lot of violence on TV, and so I wasn't really that feminine as a girl. I was a tomboy growing up. I liked fighting. I liked role-playing into these fighting martial arts kind of moves, especially like Shaolin Showdown, for instance. I don't know, it's just, I was very in my masculine, I think, because like I used to be a jokester, but like that means like I don't know, my sister says that women can't be funny. I'm pretty sure women can be funny. It's just like I just don't like it when like there are some women out there that joke about like periods or like bathroom issues. Like it's just gross. Like make it so it's ladylike. I don't know like what ladylike humor is. It's probably dry, but I don't even know. But what I'm saying was I was a jokester, and I feel like when you put yourself in that position, you're more like masculine because you're people pleasing and you're looking for validation and you're like hungry for that. I don't know, I feel like that's the kind of like most men are kind of like that, like they need validation and stuff. I don't really know. But continuing on, when I went to middle school, that's when puberty happened, yes. But I still was more like a tomboy. I didn't really know how to dress well, not until like high school. High school was when I started dressing more preppy, if you will. It's not preppy like today's standards, but like preppy then. I wore like, I think boat shoes and boat sneakers or something, and white pants, and a lot of blue and white, like nautical colors. And I was like, it's crazy. But I don't know, like I think about it, like the essence of myself, like I was still in like romantic dreamland like most girls are. And then college hit and I was like, I'm gonna find my husband here, you know, because I was thinking I was gonna be a college sweetheart with someone. But like I think the magic of being a woman is found in like the new parts of a relationship. Like when you start a new relationship, you feel something in your chest and you're like, wow, this is great. And then it's like later on you realize after you break up with them that it's like the love that you want is found within yourself. Like one time I had a breakup and it was like one of the worst breakups I had ever. Like I was dating someone that was gonna be a neurosurgeon, and he broke up with me on Thanksgiving or after Thanksgiving break, and I will never forget this because he just dropped me off to my apartment and he's like, I think we're gonna break up. And I was like, okay. But I wasn't over that for a while, and then it was like a whisper came, like, you know, the whisper in your heart or like in your mind. Like this wasn't my thought, it was just felt like something came in the air, and it was like, look in the mirror. And then when I looked in the mirror, I was like, maybe I don't need a relationship. Maybe I just gotta love myself more, you know? And then so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna focus on me and my journey and self-love. And you know, it's a repetitive cycle. So like you go back into a relationship and then it's like you have to learn the lesson that you need time separately and that you need to be by yourself. So being a woman, we are gifted a chance to bring magic to the world because we have our creatrix, our womb. So it's very important that we stay in our feminine if it's like some place that you thrive in. I know some women that thrive in their masculine and that's okay, but like I think for most women, if you identify as a woman, then like most of the time you want to be in your feminine because I don't know, that's just more fun, you know? You get to play, you get to create, you get to do a lot of things, and it helps bring life into the world. And that's what I think is beautiful about women, because we bring life into the world. And I don't know, men can do their own thing. They can do the daily grind and they can bring in the dough and they can do all that stuff. And I mean, we can do that too, but it's like, don't you want to rest? Like as a woman, like you want to do the things you want to do and get good at them, like your artistry, and do all these things that you're passionate about. Like wouldn't you rather do your passion projects or your hobbies and then develop them into a business versus like working in a conventional job? I mean, that's at least what the psychic told me, because she's like, because I have a Pisces South Node, then I've lived Pisces for like a lot of my past lives. But like, because I am a Pisces, I have a Pisces stellium, I have 3 planets in Pisces, then it's better for me to work in an unconventional way. So I don't see myself working like the 9 to 5. I don't see myself doing that. And I think I'm really glad that we are in this feminine era where there are a lot more creators, there are a lot more artists in the world that are emerging because of this era. And there are a lot of people leaving the 9 to 5 because they realize it's not sustainable for them. And in this generation, we realize that because it's not sustainable, we have to do something that we like. And I'm genuinely happy that everyone is starting to realize that the 9 to 5 is not the best idea. I mean, some people can do it if they like are working in the left hemisphere, like very logical minded, like my partner right now. But there are a lot of us where we radiate from our heart and are like more creative on like the right hemisphere of the brain. So what I'm thinking is that in the future there are more people that are just going to be paid to exist, to play, to create. And I think I am ready for that renaissance to happen because there's going to be so many artists out there, there's going to be so many creators, and we will thrive better. I don't know, like I know some people are worried about poverty, but I don't think that will happen because there is an abundance everywhere. And if you have an abundance mindset, you realize like there is stuff going on everywhere. Like there's nature, and nature is an abundance of peace. That's for free. Like unless you go to a park or something, but that's only like a few dollars and you're helping save like trees and land and the animals. So that's good for a good cause. So I don't know, like we need to realize, because we are feminine ourselves, that we do have the power. It's like the song says, like girls run the world. Like truly I believe that men you might hate me for this, men were meant to worship us and the ground that we walk on. Like back then there were priestesses, and the men would go to these priestesses to, you know, do stuff with them, and with that spending a night they would have more of a spiritual connection with God, and with that feminine energy that they harvested or something, or siphoned, because we are all capable of siphoning energy, but say, because intercourse is an energetic exchange, then like the priestess will, I guess, take on the men's sins, and then the men will come enlightened out of the tent and yeah, so we have a closer relationship to God in some ways because I believe that God comes to the woman when she's in the home, but also I think God can be a woman. God is more like a they to me, like a they them. Because, like, if you think about it, in the Bible, there's the Elohim, which is another name for God. But the Elohim means council of God. So it's like there are different gods within God. So that's why I was like, you know, universe makes sense. Like, it's not a new age thing. Like, I think everyone, there's like a new term for everything, but you have to analyze it and see if it's like true or not. So I don't think it's a bad thing that there is new age, but I think people need to examine their thought processes and their textbooks and like whatever is their source material and apply it to real life, because a lot of the stuff that I learned from the Bible or from the Bhagavad Gita or like from the Tao Te Ching or like from all the textbooks, like there's a connection with all of them. I don't know how to explain it. And then it's like my philosophy teacher professor said, he's noticed that God is a woman. And I was like, makes sense, because if God so birthed this world, wouldn't that mean like it's a woman? God is a woman? Possibly. But I think of it as like there's infinite possibilities on what God can be or how God came to be. And I mean, I also believe in the Big Bang. I think all of it goes together. Science and religion and spirituality, they all have this connection. And I don't know, all of it's beautiful. And I think women are able to self-actualize and communicate on these matters, whereas a lot of men, they can't unless they're more in touch with their feminine side. So femininity is so important to me right now, especially in this era. Now more people are learning to be more in the feminine era or feminine side. So I am very appreciative of this generation and being aware on the information that is available to us, because there's more and more information available on femininity. And I don't think femininity is strict on the rules of like being etiquette and like being precise. I think femininity is an embodiment of freedom, of creativity, of love, of like generosity. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's just like there is this oneness, there is this fluidity about being feminine and like playfulness, and I just love being a woman. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just like I know there's like the one child policy in China at one point and they got rid of the girls, but I'm pretty sure a lot of those girls grew up to be someone great. And I was like, that's interesting, because it's like when you feed into a woman, then she will reward you more than what you given her. Like, she will multiply it. Like, I don't know how to explain. It's like we were given something and then we'll give it back so much more than what we were given, because we are givers and God is a giver. And I don't know how else to explain it. It's like I believe God can be a woman, yes, but I also refer to God as a father. Like, I wouldn't say I'm polytheistic, but I could seem like polytheistic, but I'm also monotheistic. And I'm like, there is no explaining onto how mysterious this world is, how mysterious this universe is. And at times it may be like a computer. It's like, for instance, I keep seeing the numbers 222 or like 2222. And then I found out on TikTok that that is just a response from the system. Say like, they were saying in the TikTok that you create the signs because you are emitting a signal out into the supercomputer, which is the universe, and then the universe replies back to you and then sends you these numbers and to be like, oh, system update, restart complete. or something like that. I don't really know the complete details, but yeah, angel numbers are very mysterious, very. But if you're into them, please comment below, because I love to hear about your stories and signs and manifestation stories in general. I think they're very interesting, as well as testimonies. I think it's really beautiful when a non-believer, and like someone that doesn't really have a lot of faith, comes to believing in God, the universe, whatever. I think the terms are interchangeable, but it's about their personal relationship with God, and everyone's relationship is going to look different because it's based on their own understanding and their life experiences and where they came from. So for me, I grew up Christian, and now I'm like a Christian universalist. So there's that. I wouldn't say like I'm anti-religion, but it's also like I'm not religious. I am more spiritual. Like religion is like, if I hold to the degree where I don't celebrate Christmas because it is a pagan holiday, that is religious. Religious is if I decided to follow the Jewish rules and not eat seafood. I love my seafood. Like, I'm not gonna listen to those rules, and I'm like, I do feel bad for the animals, but I help them in other ways, and there are animals that eat other animals. Like, I don't know about this karma stuff, that like what the Buddha say, like there's karma behind eating like the other animals, like you get their karma through eating them. But it's like, I am thankful for the sacrifice that they gave us, and I feel bad, but it's also like I pour in and I help the community where I can. I volunteer at cat shelters. I'm soon gonna volunteer at a horse farm or horse school. So it's like I give back where I can, and whatever I take, I try to give back as soon as I can. You know, equivalent exchange, very important to the alchemist, though I don't really know too much about alchemy. I just know because of Full Metal Alchemist with the anime, and maybe like looking into some witchy things. But I think it's very interesting how everyone's journey is different. But as for femininity, like there's so many mysterious ways, and I hope this reaches the right crowd, because I don't mean this to come out the wrong way, because like I think everyone's journey is so unique and different, and I just hope that everyone comes to create heaven on earth the way they want it, because everyone's version of heaven is gonna be different. So regarding that, I hope that your heaven on earth is made during this lifetime, because I think we're all here to experience a relationship with God and have faith, you know. It's about those things. Whatever we sow in, we're going to receive. So I hope you get all your dreams come true, and whoever is watching this still, bless your heart, because this video is long and I rambled, but this started off as like being a woman, you know. I really love being a woman right now, and I'm embracing womanhood more than I had before. I'm wearing more dresses. I like more flowy things. I like more natural things. I don't know, something about freedom, you know. I think about Artemis a lot, and how she's an embodiment of independence and the woodland creatures and the woods, the forests, and nature and the moon, and like I would like to be more like that. And I also think about Princess Diana a lot, and rest in peace, may she be resting in peace. I think about how she was a humanitarian and how she led such a great example for other women. Like, she is so inspiring to me. What an icon. I aspire to be like her and help other people and speak on these situations that we need to talk about, like mental health, or like how unfair it is for women in Africa where they can't go to school because they have their periods. Like, I want to help them so much. There are so many things I want to help on, and it's like I know I'll get to help them at some point, but I don't know how it's going to come to be. So I think that's the magical thing about being a woman. It's like when you want something and you have faith on it, you will definitely get it. I mean, I'm sure that's for everyone, but it's like I feel closer as a woman than when I was like more of a tomboy and like decided to lead my own way. Like I feel closer to the mother, or I don't know, whoever is watching over me. And like Mother Earth is great. Bless her heart. I really hope I can make an impact on the national parks or like nature or something like that. There is so much I want to give back to, because I feel like humanity kind of has destroyed nature in a way, but I think through their destruction there is new birth. So there is going to be something that's happening to nature, maybe an evolution of some kind, or maybe there will be more help with that. But hopefully we help more of the nature, because they need us, you know, the animals, the trees. And be kind to your trees, just like the Lorax says, be kind. I don't know if the Lorax says that, I forget about the Lorax movie, but just continue to be kind, continue to be you, be authentic, go after your dreams. Doesn't matter if you have a partner or not, girly. If you do, that's great, but I think the main focus in this life is you, because you're the star, you're the director, you're the writer. This is your movie. Like, if you want something out, you have to write it out. If you want something in, it's gonna come in. You just have to wait for the backstage crew to bring it in. So lights, camera, action, you know, go. So I hope this video helped someone. I know I rambled a lot, but it's honestly what's in my heart, and my mind goes all over the place because I have a Pisces Mercury, so my fluidity, or the thoughts I have, are very like the ocean. So I have like a lot of things that are happening, but I hope to pour it into you, because right now I'm overflowing, I'm glowing, I love what I'm doing right now, and I think I want to share with other people. And if you resonate with this video, please give a like and a comment below, because I would love to see other friends in the comments. I would love to see who is feeling like they are in my tribe, because I don't know where my tribe is. And that's the thing about women, we need our tribes. And I think I've started slowly finding my tribe somehow, because I was in a church group today and I was with women for International Women's Day, and we were just all having a great time. And I don't know, like, there are multiple communities out there for you. If you're like lonely and stuff, they'll find you. And I think whoever's in my tribe will find me too. So if you're in my tribe, that's great. If you are, then please subscribe, and I'll see you next week. But other than that, I hope you have a great weekend, and happy International Women's Day again if you're a woman. And yeah, have a great day.